It's a big week for men's volleyball, and we welcome back men's volleyball coach Chris McGown to True Blue. You being here means it is tournament time, your favorite time of the year, especially with a team that can win it all.
Yeah, we're excited about our program, where we've come and where we've been. It's been an amazing year for us. We talked to the guys. It's been a rough last couple weeks, but the discussion with the team is we're exactly where we want to be. And we won our conference. We're the #1 seed going into the tournament, which means everything's at home here in the field house as long as we keep winning, and that's exactly what we'd hope for.
You go back all the way to fall when camp began. This is where you want your A-game performance. Do you feel that this is where the team is?
You know, the kind of philosophy that we have with our team, the thing that we talk to them about all the time is just we want to get better every single day. And we want to work hard, and we want to work in a way that allows us to get better every single day. And so I think, you know, we're carrying that through. We think we've got 3 more weeks in which we can get better. And obviously at this point there are going to be subtle adjustments and just little tweaks here and there. But, you know, I think that the team's in a really good spot, and we're playing good volleyball right now.
USC on Saturday, you beat them in 5 in LA. You swept them here at home, so 2-0 against the Trojans. What's the key for beating them a 3rd time?
You know, we have such an advantage here in the field house in terms of serve and serve receive, but they're a really good team. They've got wonderful setting. I think they've found some rhythm offensively with personnel. They've kind of been, like a lot of teams, trying to figure out where players were going to go, but I think they've settled on a lineup that they really like. They've got big arms, they've got good jump, and so it's going to be just a function of can we kind of control the match in serve and serve receive like it always is at our level. But being here at the field house is a huge advantage for us.
Storyline on this Monday, Tyler Heap and his sprained ankle from over the weekend. How much can you expect him to play on Saturday? And if he can or can't, what impact does that have on your presentation?
You know, we're working with our trainers, obviously, to kind of get him back. It was a pretty significant sprain, so we'll see.
Yeah.
You know, we're optimistic that he can be back and contribute. If he can't, we have a lot of confidence in our backup, Robbie Sutton. He's been playing great when we've had him in matches. He distributes the ball really well, runs the offense the way we like him to run it. He locates the ball well, and you know, I think there'll be a fair amount of you know, just continuity with him. He plays with all the guys in practice. We mix up players every day in practice, so it's not like he's been on the second team the whole time trying to come into the rhythm of the first team. Everybody kind of plays with and against everybody in practice every day, and so he knows where he wants to locate the ball with these guys, and he's got a good feel for it.
You get the top seed, despite having lost 4 matches in a row, which never happens to your teams.
Yeah.
But they're all out on the road. If one of those was at home, would you be much more concerned?
You know, I would for sure.
Yeah.
And, you know, tough environment to play in Hawaii, and I thought they played great. We played on 3 senior nights in succession as well. And so the emotion for the home team of, you know, this is our last hurrah and we got to go get it. And UCLA really playing for their lives on Saturday night. They had to win and hope for a Hawaii win as well. And Hawaii playing for their lives while we were out there. And so teams that had a lot at stake in their home gyms on nights that were big nights for them. And so, you know, I can understand them playing great in those moments. And so, but if that happens to us at home, where we hadn't played so well and kind of faltered a little bit, then I'm a little bit more nervous. But given the circumstances, like we talked about with our team, you know, we said, hey, this is where we want to be, and we're there going forward.
You're home for the rest of the way so long as you keep winning. Let's talk about home court advantage. We see it in football and we see it in basketball where players alter their game, whether they rush their shot or their pass, or their mind stops and they're not who they are. How does that transfer over in a volleyball match with home court advantage?
The biggest thing for us is just the way that the ball flies from a serve. And you can think of it as, you know, a Colorado Rockies pitcher throwing a curveball doesn't bite as much, that sort of thing. And so that's essentially the same thing that's happening on a volleyball court, or these top spin jump serves just don't bite as much and don't move as much. And so you can't hit them as hard, and you have to be a little bit more subtle with where you go with serve. And then passing becomes a little bit different as well. And so teams, I think, you know, kind of alter how they serve and then to some extent how they receive when they come here, because they know they just simply can't hit the same kind of ball that they could hit at sea level.
So it's more of that than, say, the raucous student section.
Well, and then we get into
all that stuff.
and then we get into that part of it where, you know, we've got these crazy fans that are in their ears the entire time, and all the noise is bringing energy to our side of the court, and it's really tough. You know, we had that kind of tables turned against us when we went to Hawaii. Some great crowds out there, and UCLA the last night, for example. Great crowds that were largely, you know, partisan for the opponents, and you feel that. You feel energy going into those other teams and not yours, and so when we get that crowd going in our favor, it's wonderful.
SC can't be too happy about knowing what's coming, and then they also have to deal with Taylor Sander. And for the home fans and for us on BYUtv, it is one more opportunity to watch this guy play as you looked over the body of his work for his career. A national championship is obviously what he wants, and it's still within reach this season. But how special of a player is Taylor Sander?
It's hard to overstate really how special he is, and what he's done for our program, and the kind of athlete that he is, and just the physicality. You just don't see that in a program, you know, once every decade maybe, and he's been one of the, you know, you count him on one hand, kind of players that have come through the program that have been able to play at that level, and to bring just this factor of, wow, I can't believe I just saw that happen, you know, and he'll make those plays on a regular basis, and you know, we'll look at each other on the bench and just marvel sometimes at what he can do.
Have you made him look like a great player, or has he made you look like a great coach?
I would say probably more of the latter, actually. Probably anybody coaching Taylor is going to look pretty good at this point.
We wish you the best of luck. We'll see you Saturday night.
Okay, thanks.
Coach McGown.